Okay, so I am back. Let's see. I think I have changed things quite a bit if this works. Okay, so the idea is um we'll have this first phase. I always end up doing this in games. I don't know why. We'll have this first phase where we pick what we're doing, right? So let's say these are up here. These are the contracts. And let's say I want to do this. I'm yellow in this case. And I take this one. Boom. Okay. Then they go. They decide they're going to do this thing. And that's blue player. Goes and checks that one off. Okay. So the question is, when you take those actions, is there a priority in like one to get this one done over this one, and how would that work out, and how would that be some kind of competition? So let me just think about that. So let's say these things are out there. The player has to decide. Okay, so they go here. What's the incentive? What's the incentive to want check marks? So I got a check mark here. Okay, I can see it here, but can I see it there? Or there? Hmm. Let's say this is just a vehicle to learn something. Boom. Just puts that there. And let's say I do this thing. The reason to do these things is to okay, so let's say I want to go boom and boom. And they want to do that other one. Hmm. This is going to be a key. If I can figure this out, this is something. Let's see. So we could change the incentives. So, like, these cards can change instead. Or let's just say we don't have these. What's the fight over here? I don't know. Hmm. Let's put all these back. Think about the checklist. So this is a checklist, and we want competition. Each place can only be taken once, which are these things. Put this back. I like the original idea of doing area control. So let's see how that would look. So let's say I decide to do this thing, and that puts a check mark here. And I decide to do this one. So that's actually 3 check marks. 1, 2, 3. That's the 3 check marks total. Then they go, and they could decide to do this thing, which that's going to be 4 check marks for them. 2, 3, 4. So we need the ability. Well, I mean, the original player could go here and put that 1 check mark. So what happens then? Because right now the limitation is this. Do you have the cubes for it? Let's see. Yeah, sorry about that with the curtain thing. Whenever I turn down the music, it's the same keys as bringing down the curtain. So now I've taken away the limitation of putting check marks on things. So I've got to reintroduce a limitation. It can't be easy. Hmm. Let's see. So let's. Hmm. We could introduce neglect this way. But our neglect has to be different. So I'm just going to dick around with this idea. It's probably not a good idea, but I'm going to dick around with it anyway. So let's say we have a neglect card. Let's put these on there. We'll put it dark gray. 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say, I think 4 is the limit. We'll make 5 just in case you want to go overboard. We'll do something like that, okay? And then let's go to we'll do this. Ungroup. These are the neglect. So let's say this one is like that. This one's like that. Okay, so we've got the one neglect. Then we have something which has one neglect there, and then one neglect there. Something like that. Maybe this is the last one. And then this one, let's see, this means bam, that you take that one, you take one neglect, but you're going to do a shit ton of stuff. This one is for the one that you, this one's for the one that you do one. It's not bad. This one and this one's the same for 3. So 3 gives you 1 here. 3 gives you 2 there. Let's see if you do. So if you do 4, you can do 2 here. 4, you would do 2 here. 4, you would do 1. Okay, so this one's easy. This one, if you do 2, you would get 1. If you get 3, you would do more. So I think we'll have to do. So if you did 5, this is not a bad one. Okay, so we'll try this. We'll see what it does. This might be genius or completely stupid, and it looks probably completely stupid, but it might bring genius later. Where'd I put it? Oh no. I didn't see that. Let's go here. Let's open this one. Paste this, import it. Cool. Oops. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Something like that. And let's go. Let me lock these down. Lock, lock. Make this one the yellow one. Oops. Do these. Copy that. That. Copy. Paste. 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 Okay, so let's say it's blue player's turn. If they skip a card, they gain a neglect. Okay, so we'll just put one of these here, one of these here, and we'll just put a pile here that you get. Okay, so player one decides to go, and they're looking here, and they say, player one, let's say he's blue. He could take this one here and take no neglect. So let's do that. Let's say he goes boom, and that's going to cost one. So he's going to decides to do this one. Boom, no neglect. Opponent's turn. If the opponent does this thing, that would be 3. And I could do this one or this one. No, it's 4. So I'd do this one here, but that's 4 that would go there. So yeah, we'll take this one, and they decide to go 4 check marks. And they're going to collect 2 at the end of this. Okay. Opponent goes. They could do this one, and that costs 3. And that would be that. Then that would remove this because it would be on the next one. Or if they do it, which is this red one, they would get 3. So they could get this 3 that would only cost them 1, or this 3 that would only cost them 1. So it's either gonna cost them 1 to do this. For me to do it, it'll cost 1. And then they'll go to the next one, and that's not available. That's not available. And they would go to here. So yeah, we'll do. This would also tie it. Go here. Take that. Takes that. And to do it, they do these 3. And that ties it. Okay, that removes this. Then it's their turn here. They can't do that. They can do this bottom thing, which is green. And they'll do 1 check mark here. So what if they wanted to do extra check marks? How do we make those significant? Maybe we would have a flip side to show. This one would go. Which one was that one from? Which line? Hmm. I did something wrong. Then it would look like that. Okay. Got it right now. Okay, so now trying to decide on this thing. To get this green one, I could do this thing. Boom. And that shows that the green one's taken, so no one else can take it. That's one check mark. Let's say I want to do even more. Boom, boom. Okay. So let's go to the beginning. The problem is whenever we switch over to here, we're going to get a certain amount of neglect cubes. So let's say okay, get all these back here. Okay, so the idea would be, let me put these back. This is liable to change a lot, but I think I have the spark of something that I've never seen before. Okay. So let's say this blue player wants to go and he wants to do this top thing. Gets this, and it's going to cost, well, for the red one, we have a red one down here. It could cost one. Or we could do those. Let's just do the one. Bam. It's going to cost one. So this is the best thing to do. So we're going to go bam for one. And then let's say I decide to do more. I decide to do one, two. If I'm going to do more than one, I shouldn't do it on that line. Do this line. One, two. Okay, that means that two cubes are going to get used. That determines how many cubes are going to get used, and the top determines how many. So let's get that fixed. This is interesting. This might be something interesting that I've never seen before. Maybe it has been done before, but I have never seen it. Let's let's do that. Cool. You know, we're going to make this one like really bad. We'll do that. It probably should look a little different to that, but you know, I'll figure that out later. B, import. All right. So we'll put this here. Put these back. All right. So this is what it looks like. And these are the victory points. Let's say this is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. This one goes off first and it just gets better. Okay, so that sounds a little bit better. So we'll start over here. And let's say they're going to go. They decide what they're going to do. So let's say they decide to do this. Bam. They're only going to do one cube. They're going to do two cubes, so they decide to do this one. They decide to do it like that. Boom. So they go boom. They put the two there. Or they can just put one on there to show they did it and one to show in the overflow area. Then it's their turn. I could do this one for one. And they could do this thing for three. Let's say we go here. And we decide to do it here. 1, 2, 3. Take this off. And that goes here. Then we have 3 to 2. Then it's their turn. Let's say that if they decided to do an extra one, see, this would be better. If they decided to do an extra one, we'll do that. Boom. Clear majority. Okay, then it's their turn. Then they decide, do they do that? Which would be this one for one. They could put some extra ones on it. 1, 2, 3, 4 to 2 to 3, 4. That would be 2 more to get even. But for 2, I could put a shit ton here. So let's do that. So we'll take autoclave. No, it's this one. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're just going to go all the way for 5. Put that here. Okay. And then let's say it's their turn. They go ahead and get one of these and just put it here. That's fine. Okay. And then back. And that one's gone. Now let's just keep it there. We'll see. We've already got that one. Let's go here. The red one for one. It's not a bad trade, except we could do this one. So we'll go red for one. So far we've got 2 neglect over here. We've got over there, we've got 1, 2 neglect. And then we go here. Okay, so let's say it ends like that, right? And then we come over here and we've got this punch card to deal with. So let's say here we know we've got to do this. Which means 4 in a green. And then I do the 4 and try to make it smaller. I think that's it. All right, so let's go ahead and save this. I'm pretty excited. Maybe it's interesting. It's different. It's interesting. It might be what I need. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call it right there. And that is a wrap. Thanks for watching, whoever watched. And I think I'm excited. I'm on to something new. All right, here we go. How do you turn this damn thing on?